what happens when we get crazy shonen elements, little bit of the supernatural and basketball, we get Kuroko no Basket. And this is going to be my impression of the manga from chapter 1 to the previous chapters that have come out right now. It's like, I've been really wanting to see more of the manga. I kind of tempted myself reading it ever since the anime has ended, and after finally catching up, after over 200 plus worth of chapters, I finally caught up and I decided I want to talk about what I feel about the manga and just really recommend it to you guys. I really recommend the manga as well to people. Anyway, I'm going to give you a slight little synopsis of what the series is about before I get a little bit more into the manga. Takeo Middle School was a basketball team known as one of the most powerfulest teams, and their team, known as the Generations of Miracle, were unstoppable. But during middle school, they all mysteriously, broke up, went separate schools, and there was also rumored to have a Phantom Sixth Man. A couple years passed since then, and we are now in high school and go into Seirin High School, where we are introduced to our two main characters, Taiga Kagami, who is basically just came back from America to join Seirin High School, and he's pretty cocky, saying, I'm the best person here, like, Japanese people don't know how to play basketball, they're terrible. We also have the freshman as well alongside him, Kuroko Tetsuya, who is actually the Phantom Sixth Man from Tego that we actually found out, and he seems to be specializing in passing, that he's able to pass any shot that is given, and vowing to Kagami he wants to beat his president, he wants to beat all the other 5 of the Generation Miracles and make it up there in the tournament and win. Now, a lot of things been saying that, oh, this is like a gay series, like, there's like, they slap their ass cheeks together, it's like, yo, crush shot. Like, no, it wasn't anything like that. It was like, from the manga, it's like, it's definitely meant for a Fujoshi audience as well. It does attract to that, but it's like, there's nothing like that in the series. It's like, not like homo or anything. It's not like yaoi elements into it. I mean, they do have females in it, and the characters, some people date characters like that, so just want to bring that up. It's like, that was just kind of stupid for like a lot of people saying like that, but yeah, it's the same as like pretty much every other series that we have. It's definitely like what I like about the series is that Kagami and Kuroko, that the two just are complete polar opposites of one another. We have Kagami, who's the hot-headed, arrogant, and although he does hate his team at first and think they're trash, he does come to respect them, and he is the power forward of the team. It's like, he's there making the dunks, he's there doing like all like the energy, like smashing and stuff. And then you have Kuroko, who sort of like stays away from the team, like no one really notices he's there because his lack of presence. Like, he's very cold as well, like he never really talks, he doesn't really say anything, and he's just always there in the shadows. And that's what I was thinking, like Kagami is that bright light that's trying to aim the guy, like want everyone to notice him, and then you have Kuroko, who just wants to help from the sidelines, not being noticed like that. And we do have other members of Seirin High School as well that do make this stand out. Like, we have the captain Hyuga. We also had as well like the uncrowned king Teppei, who is probably one of my favorite characters around the whole series. I just absolutely really enjoy Teppei. I think he's a great guy, and he'll do anything for his team, and he is that iron will that keeps Seirin High School. And then also as well, we had the manager as well, Rico, with alongside a lot of other supporting characters as well from Seirin High School. But then we also have our sort of like antagonists, I guess, in a way. It's kind of saying like they're not really antagonists, they're just playing basketball. But we also have the Generations of Miracles. We have Kisei, we have Aomine, Midorima, Murasakibara, and Akashi. I don't really want to go too much into the powers, especially of Akashi, but let's just say, fucking broken. That's all I want to say, really, in that matter. But it's like, Kisei, he can copy. Aomine is a monster. He just literally just goes for everything. Midorima is just crazy with his shots, and he has that lucky item stuff. And then Murasakibara, although very lazy, he has actually probably got some of the fastest reactions. So what did I mean by the supernatural events that take away from like the reality of the show? There are things that are over-exaggerated, like a lot of shonen that are done like that. It's like over-exaggerated, but then also as well, what we do have in this series is sort of stuff that kind of takes away. Like, you see, passes that look like they're making giant cyclones and stuff. Like, you see like people just doing unspeakable shots. You see like just stuff that's pretty much impossible in the actual game, and it's like, it maybe looks like, some people got lightning coming out of their shoes. It's kind of crazy like that, but it's like, in the end, I think it's more the entertainment. I mean, there are series as well that I do really enjoy that are more grounded to earth. Like, I really do enjoy the other series known as Haikyuu. So taking, it's still grounded to reality, and I really do enjoy that from what I've seen of the anime, by the way. And it's like, I really do enjoy that series, but then as well, Kuroko is there, it's supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be, hyper exciting, saying, oh god, that guy looks like he's dribbling at, the speed of sound or something like that. It's like, they're going crazy. And it's like, as long as they don't take it too far, which they kind of have with some certain parts, because most characters in the series have like a special trait, a special ability. Like you have Kagami with his jumping skills, Kisei, you can copy people, which I guess in a way is kind of possible. But then you had like some crazy stuff, like I said, Akashi is broken. There's no way to explain that without fucking reality. And I like that the manga he tries to explain it. He tries to get it to reality, not with just going shit happens. Like it's an explosion. What do you expect? But he does try for that. But one thing I have to mention with the manga as well, that if you are going to read this from the start, you're going to get prepared for some bad art. Like, definitely at the start of Kuroko, the art was very rusty. It wasn't that good. But gratefully improves later on. Normally this happens once a series gets an anime that the manga tries to copy that anime style. Normally goes from there. And personally, I think Kuroko has got some amazing art to it. I think it's like probably one of the top 5 arts that we have in the Shonen Jump magazine, and it is very good. Now, the stuff that sort of happened after the anime, since you don't know, the anime kind of goes through about 200 worth of chapters of material, like around about there. I think like around about like 180 to like 200. There is a part in the series where they do have a flashback, which does drag on for a little bit long, which it seems like the issue pretty much where the season 2 of the anime ends, like definitely like in the 180s to 200s, that it really drags on a little part of the story, which is a flashback. It's important, but I honestly think it should not have been like about 20 chapters worth. It should not have been like half a year's worth of chapters just to explain this one little thing that kind of we already knew about, which really just kind of got on my nerves. And I feel like if I read that weekly, I think I probably wouldn't have read Kuroko for a while. That's personally my opinion. And then also as well, the final battle as well has dragged out a little bit too much. For all we know, this could be the last, match ever in the Kuroko series. For all I know, this series could end in another, 10, 8 chapters. Who knows? From this point, I do hope they continue on. I can see some big things coming from Kuroko. Like, I would love them to go to the NBA. Let's have, a second year. They are still freshmen in the NBA, so next year, let's see them there. Like, who knows? Let's get the whole Generations of Miracle back together for, like, a dream team match against, some crazy guys. Like, have them go, overseas for, like, one tournament or something. Let them go against the US. Let them go, different countries and all that. I think in the end, they can drag this out a little bit more. And it's like, it won't feel like, oh, why are they dragging it out? It could be more interesting. They can have more important stuff to it. And that's what I like about Kuroko. It's like, there is big possibilities that they can do about it. And overall, although powers get more ridiculous, and it does have an undertone which is like more to a female Fujoshi audience, it's like, we still have, it's a very enjoyable series. I enjoy it. I think this is probably one of the best sports series to watch right now. And it is made sports series a hell of a lot popular. Stuff like Haikyuu wouldn't be up there like to this day if it just wouldn't be for like Kuroko. So that it definitely brought back the sports series, which really hasn't had that many sports series that come after that, like Eyeshield 21. I believe there's Ace of Diamonds as well. Like, it's like there's quite a few handful of sports series, and it was thanks to this series that brought it back. Now, if I gave a score to the manga right now, I would personally give the whole manga as a whole an 8 out of 10. Very good. Like, a few issues here and there. Definitely didn't like the art at the start, but that just improved. That's pretty much that invalid now. Definitely as well, it's just the dragging, the pacing, and some characters as well, like what the mangas like to done. It's like definitely giving everyone their chance to shine as well now. It's like leaving some characters that I thought were irrelevant now giving their spot to shine as well. But then as well, it's just the dragging out that personally does it in for me. But I'm curious about what do you guys think about Kuroko no Basket? And also as well, are you curious if I would actually review some manga, or then do you think I should do some chapter reviews like that? I might do one maybe in the future, but that's all entirely up to you. But that's all from me. I want to thank them for watching as always. And remember, if you want me to do another manga impressions, there's a series that you want me to do on, then hit me up in the channel section down below, comments and all that. I'm always interested in hearing opinions and, other, options and sort of suggestions and all that. But that's all from me. Also, thank you very much for watching as always. And remember, I'll see you guys next time. And strap that.